Right.
So the Overwatch beta, the open beta, has finished.
Yeah, it's just finished.
I'm really sad because honestly, that is the most fun I've had playing a shooting game in years. I cannot wait for this game to come out. I'm proud of Blizzard. Blizzard, I'm proud of you.
They've done it again.
They've done it.
They proved that they are like elite when it comes to making games. Like they don't let us down.
They don't.
Like from everyone's watching it, the way people are just concerned about the numbers in Warcraft, and then they jumped on Hearthstone. Hearthstone was a big launch a couple of years ago. Then last year, Heroes of the Storm, and now Overwatch, which we didn't expect. I reckon I didn't expect.
I knew from when I first saw the first concepts that they had for it, and that it was supposed to be, was it Project Titan?
Project Titan.
And what it's turned into now as a first-person shooter. Whenever Blizzard go in and say they're going to make a game in a new genre, they always
do their research.
They really kill it. I mean, Heroes of the Storm is a really good MOBA, but Overwatch is one of the best shooters I've ever played. Well, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun. The characters are crazy.
Yeah, the characters all show their independence. Like there was no lack of attention to each character, that everyone, you can fall in love with each character. And that's why I feel like when I was playing, like I was Roadhog, like I picked him up, no one was picking him up, and like instantly fell in love with his movesets, what he was saying, his emotes, everything was like triggering to me, and that was makes it personal to me. And then you got other people who fall in love with Mercy, people fall in love with Tracer, and like I think that's such a good aspect. Like you're not just playing as yourself, and you're just customizing your guns. You're customizing your whole character in a sense, and it comes to you, and you can choose what ones you prefer.
You know what? Like the attention to detail. The attention to detail in this game is crazy. I mean, one of the levels. I mean, you start inside the spaceship, and there's basketballs on the floor, and you can shoot them around the explodable popcorn at the beginning of levels. The posters and the stickers everywhere. There's so much detail inside this game, and that's what Blizzard really excel at. They really pay attention to the smaller things, and I believe that's what makes games amazing. Is the attention to the small things. That's what makes the world feel
But
real.
that's what I feel like a lot of games are missing out now. Like when we were younger, when we used to play games, we would play to unlock stuff. We would play to get customizable things, different outfits, different skin. Like we would always complete a game 100%. And I feel like Warcraft, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, now Overwatch are all doing that same thing. You get new things. You're constantly playing to get new things, and they've gone down the right route of not doing the whole microtransaction, doing stuff what League do and Dota do, where you would buy characters and you would just play with those and it'd be a rotation. I understand their MOBA game. I know Heroes of the Storm do that, but I'm happy they didn't take it on into Overwatch because it is a different genre completely.
I'm really happy it's not a free-to-play game. It is a complete. This game, in my eyes, looking at it, is perfect. The only downside I see with this game is the fact that sometimes it feels as if your teammates can let you down. It is a really team-oriented game. You can carry your team, but you can't single-handedly, win the game. Which is actually a lie, because there are certain plays you can make, certain people's specials, like Reaper's special. One good Reaper ultimate wipe the team.
But going on to like how the game sets itself up, when you play Overwatch, you start off on like a menu screen. You have your characters. The game will suggest what you're missing out and what the game needs. So if everyone's picking attack characters, and they will say no support, no tanks, no healers, and then that will, especially if there's no communication, if you're going to pick up the game and not talk to your players, it will still suggest that you're missing this. But there's a lot of abuse. I've seen a lot of abuse when it comes to doing that, because there's been times when we've been playing and we would just fully ignore it and go like three soldiers, like we did yesterday. Three soldier 76 and just cause havoc. Or like you'll see multiple like Hanzo as well. But there's, like you said, it's a rock paper scissors.
It's rock paper scissors. I think the only real problem that I'm seeing a lot of people having problems with is the well-placed Tourbillon turrets.
Tourbillon.
It's I love playing Tourbillon, but I do feel like he is that kind of bitch move character where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna put a turret on this moving platform or on this elevator and it's gonna kill someone when they come around the corner.
He's a game changer when it's the payload map. If you're doing payload and your turrets are not, and you've probably trying out Farah, and you're doing well with Farah, but nothing's working because your team are not really, the synergy in your team's not going well. So you just pick up Tourbillon and you can clutch. Like the amount of times we've clutched with Tourbillon, setting up your turrets and then just the turret going. Because the turret, I don't know. I don't feel like the turret should be nerfed.
I feel like, I don't want the turret to be nerfed because I know that it is balanced. There are quick and easy ways to deal with that turret. Yeah. You just have to not let him set up. If he sets up, then it's an issue. And it's the same thing with all the characters I find. If you let a Bastion sit on top of the payload and let a Reinhardt put the shield in front of him, it's going to be a problem, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really hard to talk about nerfing because it's an easy subject to go to. Like, oh, this guy needs nerfing, this guy needs nerfing. And then you've got the whole Warcraft scenario again where, oh, Death Knight needs nerfing, this guy, like mages need nerfing. Like, it's ridiculous. So I believe what Blizzard have done is really set up. If you have a good team, if you've got a good team with a good balanced team, then you can't lose. And then if you're losing against a really good balanced team, then that's your choice to step up, get better.
And each character has a different skill level, a difficulty to learning them. When I first picked up Genji, I thought, nah, he's trash. Then I started realizing how you use him to counter people. That if their sniper is in the back misbehaving,
he'll get in your face.
Just flank, just get in their face and take them down really quickly. This is the first time we had the open beta, and I was playing Zarya. Yeah. Zarya quite a bit, and people were just shooting me whilst I had the shield up, and it's like they haven't tried her to know that if you shoot her when her shield is up, she's going to get a whole bunch of damage and just get double kills. So it is all about knowing the characters inside out.
When it comes to Overwatch, I don't know how I feel about the stretch of the game once it's released.
This is the thing. I mean, from what I understood, they said they weren't going to release any DLC, but then they went and turned their backs on that and said we will be adding more characters and we will be adding more maps. I think the map roster right now is good. But if they want this game to last, over a year, they're really going to have to bring a whole bunch of new maps.
I think new maps, new game types. Like I said, I don't want to see deathmatch. I think that would ruin everything.
Yeah, deathmatch.
I think the key aspect of Overwatch is that you're playing with like groups of people and you're doing It's teamwork at heart. Everything like that. I think it's such a perfect environment for a shooter.
Yeah.
When a game comes out, I just want more game types. I want imaginative game types. I want something new I haven't seen before. Something they can really excel with their combination of characters. Yeah. So I think that would be the best way to do.
I think the game looks beautiful. I mean, when the first time I loaded it up and it came to the menu screen and I saw Tracer flicking her hair up and moving sideways, I just thought to myself, the level of detail you've put in this is incredible. But the skins...
Oh, the skins are amazing.
The skins, my gosh, everyone needs to all these other companies need to learn. That is how you make skins.
Skins.
The Lucio ice hockey skin,
and it's not cliche at all. None of it's cliche.
It doesn't feel out of place when you see a Lucio in a ice skate
in the hockey
gear. Yeah. It doesn't feel weird. The kind of Samoan looking
the Roadhog. Roadhog Samoan. I picked him up the other day. Like how the loot system works. When you finish a game, you will get player of the game, and player of the game it could be a numerous amount of things. I've seen very typical same endings, but going after that, you'll get votes and you can level up. Every time you level up, you get a loot box, and then you have a chance to get a drop. of 4 items, one always being some sort of, is it always being like a rare?
It's I think one is always a rare.
Yeah, one's always a rare, and you have a chance to get like a legendary, and they can be from skins to highlight animations to sprays. Sprays is basically
The stickers,
a fun,
the emo
a fun aesthetic. I would say, like what we were doing, we'll like before game starts, we'll just spray, and then I'll like basically spray over his spray, and it'll just be. It's a little thing it's those little things which add to the game's fun.
Yeah.
I was like, if anyone would ask me how I feel about Overwatch in a word, I would just say fun.
It's just
all I would
fun. The game is bloody fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing with friends. I do, however, have to admit, when you play by yourself, you can be banging your head against the wall sometimes. I mean, there's been times I've deliberately not picked a character just to see what my team pick. And it's like we're on offense, and we get a Hanzo, a Widowmaker, and a Zarya, and then I'll go, okay, we're on offense, I'm going to pick McCree.
Yeah.
Then after my team dies, 2 of them will also go McCree as well. And it's like, okay, great, I'm already alive, and now I can't change my character until I die. I've almost got my ultimate up. You know, the lack of communication in that game can be a huge problem.
I still haven't seen that. I really want. I really wished we had just like not cared for some of our matches, and just been like, let's do a whole team of Reapers, a whole team, and just see what the dynamic would have done. Or like we did to own Tobion.
Yeah, we did a whole game.
And it was a payload map, and we did shut everyone down with our turrets. So it does work and it doesn't work, but I just want to keep seeing stuff like that. But going back to people, if you're going to play the game by yourself, it's a really hit and miss. Like you may have a really good team when it comes to searching, but if they're not, if the synergy is not there, and a big part of it is talking, like knowing who's on your X, who's doing what. It's Symmetra setting up her turrets, because there's certain times when I've walked through a corridor and there's a dozen turrets on me and I can't move, I've died, and if I'm playing with someone I can't talk to, they're going to walk right in and they're going to die as well. What would you say like your favourite moments were? Like what was the best moment like in this like
favourite moments for me is when the whole team have been going beast and you don't know who's going to get player of the game.
So it's like
I really do like that whole dice roll thing where I've been playing amazingly, but yet, you know, Hanzo came and did his ultimate and got player of the game.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good thing for me. I really just enjoyed having that moment to play with a multitude of people in a party, you know.
Because we're laughing.
We're laughing and having fun.
Like there's no anger at all. There's like, oh, I died. You know, it's time for Tobion. It's always like something's gonna happen.
It's just so fun. I mean, in comparison, if I'm honest, to what else we've seen on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You know, Division it doesn't even compare. Like there isn't a shooter as fun as this. Call of Duty doesn't compare. These games don't compare in terms of level of fun, and the reason I feel they nailed it is because they sat down and were like, let's actually create an entire world. Yeah. It's through the storytelling aspect. Like for a game that doesn't have a story mode, we really know what this world is about.
But also the cinematics are really supporting.
The cinematics are crazy dope.
Yeah, and that's not even in the game. They're just giving it to us online, and I don't feel like you need to put that in the game. Maybe in the full game when you buy it, it'll come with all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like so far,
I hope so. Yeah. But it's just they won. Blizzard, you won.
Very Pixar-esque.
And nobody can actually sit down and look at the game and be like, this looks like it's not going to be fun. Yeah. It looks fun. It plays fun. It looks amazing. So for me personally, I can't. The music. Yeah. I can't fault the game. Yeah. I can't fault it. You know that hero theme. Every time it plays at the end of the game I'm still not bored of it. It's just amazing. It's just incredible. And that wraps up how we feel about the Overwatch beta.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you guys soon on the next Club Nerdy podcast. Bye.